I'm doing some work at the moment with a few universities and schools, and the work that I'm doing is to help them answer the question, which is, how does artificial intelligence shape and I guess reshape the learning journey of the student? And I think that this is a question that applies whether the student is 5 or 15 or 25 or 50. And it is a question that I am personally incredibly passionate about helping to answer. And the reason for that is because I have 2 young daughters in the learning system. And so this feels kind of very personal to me. So I wanted to share one of the principles that I'm working with these institutions on kind of reframing. And this principle is that artificial intelligence used in an organizational setting is used to make a product quicker, better, faster, more innovative, and potentially to make more products that weren't available to make before artificial intelligence. When you take artificial intelligence into the learning journey of the student, something fundamentally changes. And the reason for this is because if you go back 10 years ago or 20 years ago and you think about the process of a student writing an essay, the essay itself was a very good proxy for determining whether learning had taken place. And what happens now is that artificial intelligence can write the essay. Artificial intelligence can develop the presentation on behalf of the student. And so as a teacher, when you're reading the essay is no longer a good proxy for where the learning and mastery has taken place. So one of the things to think about is that the output is no longer the product. The learning is the product. The student is the product. The holistic learning journey of the student at the end of the process is in fact the product. And so one of the ways to think about, well, how do you get this right, is to think about, when do you introduce artificial intelligence into the learning process? And more specifically, when do you not introduce artificial intelligence into the process? And how, as a teacher, as a student, as a head of a school, how do you ensure that sense of critical thinking takes place? And how do you ensure that cognitive atrophy does not take place? And I think these are some beautiful and rich questions for us as an education community to answer together.